again? Ugh.
Seriously? Oh my god. Did Brett just text y'all too?
Yeah.
Seriously, is anyone gonna tell him he's a little bit too big to be a sleeper pig?
Hey, fantasy football fans!
Thanks for tuning in to Hot Tub Sleeper Pigs.
It's week 6 in the NFL, and the 2010 season just keeps getting weirder and weirder, right?
Is Dallas really this bad?
Yeah.
Well, maybe things will start trending back to normal this week. So I'll start. My sleeper pick is Alex Smith, quarterback for the San Francisco 49ers. Around halftime San Fran's game last week, it looked like David Carr was about to get a chance. Then, the cameras caught Samurai Mike begging Smith to do something, and the guy did. He looked amazing for the last bit of the game on Sunday. This week, Oakland comes across the bay, and these two teams should slug it out. Smith has the weapons, and if there was ever a week where we could see it all click, this is it. Look for 250 yards passing and 3 touchdown passes.
Alright. Before we do my pick, let's head over to our weekly appointment with the injury nurse.
Hey everyone, so the injuries keep coming this season, and I'm sure many of you out there are suffering for it. Banged up and beaten, but not out of it yet. So, this week, let's talk about Jermichael Finley's right knee. It basically exploded Sunday, and now he's out for at least 3 weeks. So, who benefits? Certainly not Aaron Rodgers, but McCarthy is going to keep calling the game the same way, and since Donald Lee is also hurt, take a flyer on James Jones at wideout. The guy is good enough to be a #1 on some rosters, and should see more balls with Finley on crutches. Just make sure Aaron Rodgers is cleared to play first. Now, back to the hot tub.
Alright, Court, thanks. Well, my sleeper pick this week is Ronnie Brown, running back for the Miami Dolphins. Coming off a bye week where the Fins have to have spent countless hours figuring out how to keep the pressure off quarterback Chad Henne, Miami travels to Green Bay. Yes, the Pack have a great D when Matthews isn't hurt, but he is. So, Miami has to pound the rock. Look for Brown and Run Ricky Run to do some damage. I'm betting on Brown to do more, because I think there's going to be some Wildcat plays called. So, look for him to finish the day with close to 100 yards on the ground, and a pair of touchdowns, maybe even a passing one.
Now, 2 hotties are waiting for you in the bedroom.
Thanks, girls, and welcome to the Stardom
Sit-em,
Slumber Party. So my must start this week is Ben Roethlisberger, the starting QB for the Pittsburgh Steelers. His suspension is over, and early reports from team practices are that he looks like he's ready to put points on the board. Welcome back, Ben. You get to play Cleveland, who usually plays you guys hard, so I'm betting they'll make it just enough of a game so that you have to throw well into the 3rd quarter. With Ward and Wallace ready for some love, look for Big Ben to approach the 300-yard mark and have at least 2 passing touchdowns on the day. Get him on your lineup.
What if the Browns have to start Colt McCoy?
The Browns know the Steelers well, and I expect them to focus on shutting down Mendenhall first. They'll make Ben prove that he's back early, and that's exactly what he'll do.
Fair enough. I was hoping you'd go with McNabb, though.
Well, I almost did, actually, but Donovan and the Redskins they're hot right now. And I expect him to put up big numbers in Indy this week also, so.
I agree. Now, who to bench? Well, the guy I'm convinced, sadly, you're going to have to sit out this week is Tom Brady, the New England Patriots quarterback. They're at home facing the Baltimore Ravens, who look like one of the best teams in football through 5 weeks. Ray Rice finally found his groove, so expect Charm City to run, run, and run. Sure, Brady and his boys will want to avenge last season's massacre in the playoffs, but they just don't have it. Without Moss stretching the field, Brady is going to have to dump it off to Welker 20 times in hopes of creating anything. And poor Aaron Hernandez and Danny Woodhead. When they meet Ray Lewis, it's going to really let them know that they're in the NFL. Look for Brady to have some good yards, maybe even close to 300, but 0 touchdowns as the Pats fall to the Ravens in a lopsided game.
Back to you ladies in the hot tub.
Thanks, girls. And finally, my sleeper pick for this week is wide receiver Steve Smith of the New York Giants. Yes, I know that Hakeem Nicks has become the go-to man in Eli's eyes,
but Smith is still getting targets. He's been somewhat of a letdown thus far, but with the Giants facing a high as a kite Detroit Lions at home, expect him to step up. Motown's defense is looking really good, and Sue is every bit the superstar Mel Kiper told us he'd be. With him in Eli's face all day, expect the short pass to be the undoing of Detroit. And that means Smith should be on the receiving end of more balls. I expect Eli and crew to win, though it will be closer than anyone expects. Look for Smith to hit the century mark with a touchdown by game's end.
So, there you have it. Our Week 6 picks have been made.
Make sure you keep checking hottubsleeperpicks.com. We're posting articles every few days, and our Halloween photo shoot is coming up.
And remember, after the credits, we have our waiver wire watch. Until next week. Bye.
What's up, guys? I've got 2 Washington Redskins for you to keep an eye on, if not snatch up, pronto. With Clinton Portis's career in D.C. looking like it's coming to an end, everyone was quick to pick up Ryan Terrain. And hell, we even told you to pick him up last week. But then Shanahan promoted Keelan Williams to the roster. And it just so happens the rookie was our preseason pick to be big man on campus if anything should happen to Portis. We're pretty smart like that. So guys, you either gotta flag him or grab him because this kid's got the skills to excel. Also, if you got room on your roster this week, you're gonna wanna pick up wide receiver Anthony Armstrong. The West Texas wideout reminds me a little of Rod Smith, and we all know how he played with Coach Shanahan. Plus, my boy McNabb keeps targeting him, so get him while they're... Actually, get him before they're hot, guys.